Hi guys, and welcome back to another Let's Build episode. So last time we were building up Sailors Square, which is kind of like the main kind of hub for any sailors that are coming in, straight to some fish and chips, straight to the pub as they come in, and it's just in the back area of the merchant's warehouse. Now in this episode we're actually going to get onto a Cartwright. We're actually going to be building on the main road and coming right up to the border of Eastpoint. Now if you're new to the channel at all, we do a lot of tutorials and time-lapses just like this one, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also guys, if you want the full Let's Build series, I'll leave a link in the card above as well as in the description. Right, so getting into building guys, I wanted to have another archway, because this is the main road. I was thinking, you're going to be packing in as many houses as you can. Of course it's going to be quite a bit bigger, but this is where most of your thoroughfare is going to be. So because of that, we're going to have lots of archways kind of going into these other courtyards, these other areas that are around. But with this one coming so close to the edge of Eastpoint, which again this is just such a milestone for us getting here from when we started so many episodes ago. It's absolutely incredible that we've got this far. But I wanted to have, quite a big building on here, big archway, and then we're going to actually lead into a courtyard. And what I'm thinking for that courtyard is actually having a Cartwright in there, which is somebody that repairs cars. Think about when you go to an MOT centre these days with your car, go and get it serviced, get new wheels put on, get it repaired. Cartwrights would be the exact same kind of thing, but in the medieval world for your merchant carts, or maybe you have, some simpler things like wheelbarrows. And of course, with it being so close to the port, you can imagine they're having lots of carts when they're, unloading anything off of the docks, putting them onto carts, getting them to where they need to go in the city, maybe even them going further, so they might go into a warehouse initially, then get taken out further. So you can think there's going to be a lot of cart travel, there's going to be a lot of merchant kind of moving around goods, so we need to have this nice big area. So yeah, this house is quite big just because it's on the road. I'm not too sure what I'm going to put in the bottom of that one, but if you guys have got any suggestions, then do let me know. So coming onto the side of the merchant's warehouse, building up another big building. So the bottom floors of a lot of these are actually quite a lot bigger than some of the other buildings that I've done, especially on this area as we're going to be moving into the next area. A lot of the warehouses are going to be quite tall, quite large, so I wanted to kind of have that going on as well. Doing another archway as well. This was purely for looks. I needed a way to get down to the docks and have multiple ways in. And again, if you've got a broken cart, you want to be able to get that in quickly, so it kind of works as a natural place for this. But I want to have a really long kind of dark tunnels. This is where most people don't or might not usually go. It also opens up some really nice views. So when you're actually walking around the city of Lordsport, you then just get this glimpse of the ocean and like a ship in the background. It looks really, really cool. So it's kind of for those two purposes. So we've got that on there. This building is going to be quite tall. I needed to have something right next to the merchant's warehouse. I needed to have something that kind of made it fit in with the rest of it, because of course our inn is quite small. So having this next to it, having this kind of sticking over and going almost right up to the tower. The tower is still, of course, needs to be one of the bigger things on the waterfront, at least in this area. But I needed something that was, almost up there in terms of the height, so that it kind of makes it fit. So that's why I went with that. Going with green, it is becoming one of my favourite colours for these houses now. It just looks really nice. It really fits well with the dark oak, and it works with a load of different roof materials. So before we've used like blackstone, for example, and also dark oak as well. Those kind of work really well, but also oak and spruce seem to work quite nicely with the green. So it's quite a very good colour to use, and it's just able to be used in a load of different ways. We've also got this building on the side. I want this one because it's kind of hidden out the way, and it's going to have this big warehouse on the bottom. I actually went with jungle wood with some terracotta mixed in. I didn't want it to feel like this one because it's, of course, it really is hidden and its sides are shared with a lot of other buildings. I wanted it to feel quite wooden and not have lots going on there. So after I built that one, I noticed actually, yeah, we've got this big gap. So I decided actually I'm going to extend that house that we built first time. And I don't often do this, but actually I think it's something I need to start doing a lot more, which is when I'm looking at the spaces around, actually coming in and going, all right, I need to change stuff. So I actually ended up doing this quite a lot with this one. Adding in an extra part of it, it gives a 1 block walkway through there. So we're going to get these like really small alleyways that can kind of mix in with the town. So if you are wandering around, you know, you get these big areas where you can see through as a clear path, but also there's these other places where you can explore. And I kind of like the idea of that, you know, every time you walk around, you find something different. And we can, of course, do quite a lot of things with that as well. We can put in little secret places, or, you know, have these little Easter eggs hidden around the city, which I really like the idea of. So coming around onto the kind of magenta building that we had done last episode, actually adding in an extension onto that because it was really flat on the back, because I wasn't too sure what I was going to do with this back area. So I really wasn't sure, you know, do I just keep it flat? Do I just keep, you know, do anything normal with it? But I decided actually let's put an extension on, let's make it look a little bit different and have some detail in there. And now for the Cartwright parts of it. So this, because it is a nice big courtyard, I wanted to put in some carts. So these are all being worked on. They're having their medieval MOTs going on, having some repairs perhaps. Maybe this is also where some of them get built, those garages as well, when we start filling those up, or warehouses, not really garages, but you know what I mean. We're going to also have to detail those out as well and have lots going on in them, and it really adds another industry to Lordsport. So here is the finished build, guys. We've got the nice big building on the front of the road, this archway that then leads you into this space, and you can see this space now. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It just kind of then opens up and you get this whole sense of, oh, there's an industry here. Oh, this is actually where carts go. It kind of gives you that really cool, like, oh, this is somewhere I can actually explore, and it kind of fits in and it makes sense. But overall, really happy with how this has turned out. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.